the microphone. With a guest.
Now, if I was to ask God for a new Simon, would he deliver? Would he give me the There he is!
Wow.
He has arrived!
We need
I thought you were talking about the new Simon being this guy right here.
Wait, hold on, wait.
Oh, me. Oh.
Where is it?
Polar opposites.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Guys, I can't
Say your
really-
catchphrase, Simon. Say your
can't
catchphrase.
Bazinga!
Ah, he said that.
He said-
Oh,
Guys, I can't believe you've revealed to everybody that my shoot name is Simon.
I'm sorry, man. But
You guys want my iconic catchphrase?
what hit me?
The lake it's never said never gives up her dead when the skies of November turn gloomy.
That was beautiful.
was a
fresh
golden
breeze on the meadow.
Different song, but okay.
There's a fine golden haze on the meadow.
Okay, so for those who celebrate a happy Edmund Fitzgerald Day.
What the fuck?
Happy Leif Erikson Day!
All right, bro. Look, it's the good, the bad, and the bruv. Episode 28.
Whoa.
getting to
Holy
30.
shit, man!
We're getting
Big
to 30.
number.
Big numbers, big numbers. Speaking of numbers, someone who I know loves numbers. What the fuck am I talking about?
No, keep going. I do love
You like-
numbers.
okay.
Keep going.
He don't need no persuasion. He's accustomed to an equation and multiplication and division at this trade station. I'm of course talking about the dreadlock, fucking demolition machine, the absolute goat, someone that I've had
monster!
the absolute pleasure to do shit with for the last 2 years now. We've just
been
had
a
a really
long
good
time.
time, very cool time. BOJACK's here, everyone.
Big BOJACK!
Now, for those who are
finally
confused,
found out where the studio was.
he finally found it, yeah.
Walking down endless hallways for the last 12 months trying to figure out
Our
what's
landlords
going
keep kicking us out. To be fair,
Yeah.
They don't like
Now, for
it.
those who are confused, this is not BoJack Horseman, by the way. Different.
Oh no, we're in the recording. We're done.
In the recording
We're
right
done.
on. Bo Dallas.
Wrap
We're
it up.
done.
Well, exactly. We have Bo Dallas, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, Uncle Howdy. Uncle Bowdy. Uncle
Yeah,
Bowdy.
Uncle Bowdy.
Goon Squad stream, but it ends when someone calls me BoJack.
Oh my
Horseman.
god, that's so. The idea of you
30-second stream.
BoJack with the Uncle Howdy look would be the most
That'd be
insane
nuts.
thing ever.
Would be
With the dreads
insane.
too. It'd be
Hardest
nuts.
shit ever, honestly.
Oh my god.
I would
my God.
probably dye the dreads like a gray or like whatever color they would need. Like with it, I'd probably do that. I'm not down to cut them, but I'm down to dye them. So
Yep.
That's a good shit. Okay, that's good. Well, that's the nickname, bro. You can't cut the dreads. No, don't.
it's my brand, bro.
Gimmick.
Exactly.
Your whole gimmick.
That is true.
But yeah, we have former DPW World's Champion,
First ever.
Wrestling Heavyweight Champion,
First ever,
DPW
by the way. Don't
Undisputed
ever
Champion.
don't ever forget it. First ever. That's never gonna change.
You can't take that away from me.
Can't take
Hell
it away
yeah,
from me,
brother.
baby. Yes, fucking god.
Good shit. Good shit. Oh yeah.
Right, BoJack. First question: who would win? One of every Pokemon or a billion lions?
Ooh, one of every Pokemon. They got elemental powers, bro. It's like you gotta add that in. Look, how many lions? How many lions?
A billion.
Okay, look, a billion lions is crazy, and that's a super fierce force
It's
to
the
go up.
wall of lions.
But first of all, so many generations. It's not a billion, but like it's a good amount, right? And they all are you counting the legendaries too?
That's what I'm saying.
One.
There are certain legendaries
Well,
who could do
then they're
it
good. They
on
got
their own. Like
Yeah, they
Arceus
got
would
it.
kill all the lions on his own.
Arceus is God. Arceus is Pokemon God.
No, they're lions. They claw. They eat.
You know, I'll never forget when I saw the. I was a very young boy at this time. I was like 4 years old. I was in a video store, and I saw not the poster. Shut up. I saw the VHS for Pokemon the movie 2000, and I saw Ash. It was like them like on the world or whatever. It was like them on the planet. I was like, holy fuck, you made it. He
That's a
fucking
good
made it.
one.
I was like, holy shit.
I don't remember if that's the one, but there was one of those Pokemon movies where Ash like randomly does like parkour, and it's like
Yeah.
you don't ever do this in the show. But then there was that one series, the one where like Dawn was in it, and like she had like Piplup, and then he does some like crazy parkour shit in the first episode and then never does it again just to be like just to show you like where it is in the timeline. Oh, it's like right after this movie.
Ash can do cool things.
Fan of Pokemon Deoxys movie when Ash does parkour once. Fucking
I love when there would be some Pokemon movies where just like for some reason they'll just have the main cast almost die horribly.
dude, Ash literally dies in the first Pokemon.
In the first movie.
Mewtwo Strikes Back. He literally dies. He gets frozen in stone.
Wait,
I couldn't remember if he died or not. I was like, Ash definitely gets pieced up quite a few times in the Pokemon movie.
I completely forgot that shit.
Yeah, Mewtwo cries, and then the tears make the stone go away, and Mewtwo is like, "Holy fuck," or whatever the hell.
I was being at toxic masculinity.
You know what? I think I'm done. That's literally how it ends.
I'm finished.
He said, "Damn, I might be the problem."
Real quick round table.
Wyatt, it's you. You're the problem.
You're the problem. It's you. Real quick round table though. Who's everybody's favorite Pokemon? Who's everybody's or top two or three? Top two or three. Wait, what you got, Kaz?
Go, bruv. Go, bruv.
I already know my three because I say it every single fucking time. Metagross, Dugtrio, Chandelure, baby. Those are my fucking people right there. Come on, dude. Chandelure's so sick, man. They released that. We talked about it on the fucking. We talked about it on the Incoherent Thoughts. Goose Copy W YouTube channel. We talk about shit.
Yeah. Sport.
We talked about that Pokken tournament game, and
Pokken tournament,
Chandelure's
yeah.
in that, and it's the coolest
Insane.
shit ever.
Insane.
Plays
not get
Chandelure. It's a
into
fucking
Pokken.
chandelier with fire. It's cool.
Speaking of Pokken tournament, I guess one of my favorites would be my main from that game, Blaziken. Blaziken's pretty fire.
Fucking.
I'm gonna throw a slight curveball.
Yeah.
Raichu. I think Raichu's
That's
pretty
real
fire.
shit. That's real shit. He's better than
Raichu's pretty fire. That's how you know I'm a real Pokemon fan.
Meta gamer.
And I don't remember what like his the name of like his third evolution, but like the final form of Piplup. That was like my main for a while.
Empoleon.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was my main for a while in like the actual like the DS games.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. Wyatt?
You don't
Kathy
play Pokemon.
Bates, Rob Schneider, and Bill Clinton.
Yeah.
Good shout. Good
Bill
shout.
Clinton, go!
Go.
Real talk, I guess. Well, so when I had the Game Boy Color, believe it or not, back in the day, that was kind of like my first thing. It's the purple one too. It's like the transparent one. Where you can see
that's
all
sick
the
as hell,
stuff.
man.
Ooh.
Yeah. I had Pokemon Blue, I believe. I don't know what the fuck it was called. It was just regular ass Pokemon. Where he plays fucking Red, that piece of shit Red. Fuck him. And my first Pokemon was actually by mistake because I wanted Charmander, but I accidentally picked Bulbasaur, and I was like, God damn it! And I started playing the whole game, and I'm like, oh, I like this guy now.
Where? I want Charmander.
Yeah.
Bulbasaur was the GOAT, and I picked it.
And I couldn't get out of.
Actually,
Giovanni's
Squirtle is the strongest Gen 1 starter. Technically.
Yeah, basically, I couldn't.
I've had enough.
I couldn't ever beat the game because I was stuck in Vermilion City or whatever the fuck it was called.
Actually,
Viridian?
Viridian.
Squirtle is the strongest starter Pokemon in the generation. Actually,
If you take into account all the EV move.
I stand wildly corrected. God damn it. Oh my god.
Man.
Is that all you saying, Wyatt? You're just going Bulbasaur?
You know what? Bulbasaur, and also I'm gonna go with a bit of an underrated one. Who's the fucking bitch from the second movie 2000? The big bird one.
Oh,
blue one.
Bitch.
Articuno?
Lugia.
Articuno.
Lugia. Yeah.
Oh, no, Lugia.
Lugia, yeah, that was cool. And also Lucario because he spoke. I thought I was like, oh shit, this is hard as fuck.
John Schimmel, the voice of Goku,
Yeah.
is Lucario, which is actually kind of crazy when you think about it.
No, dude, I thought he was like dope as fuck. I was like, holy shit, he's a Pokemon, but he's like not fucking around and shit. He's like, yo, man, he's sick of this shit.
Bro shooting Hadoukens, bro.
Yeah, man, he's fucking great.
Remember Detective Pikachu when they got Bill Nighy to be Mewtwo?
That was Bill Nighy. I didn't know that. What the fuck?
I never saw it. I never saw it.
I never even saw the movie.
It's a decent movie.
I haven't seen it, but not because like I thought it was bad. I just haven't seen it. I heard
we should watch it.
Good. We should watch.
I wouldn't mind watching that.
But if we get you for another period of time, we're gonna watch that
first
movie for
timer
Patreon
that.
or
I'll be
something.
down.
Yeah.
Look, we've been wanting to do a Goonvi night. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that's Goonvi night.
Goonvi.
Maybe that's Goonvi night.
Goonvi.
One is
Goonvi DVD is enhanced with
It
Goonvi.
says by Gooning fast play.
Your selection of the bonus features will begin automatically.
Oh my God.
Bypass Goon Play. Select the main menu feature at any time. Goon Play will begin in a moment.
Don't call it Goon Play. That's how you call it.
Please don't.
We don't want to go there.
please.
BOJACK.
I didn't get to
Question.
do my top three, but okay, that's cool. Thanks,
We
man.
don't care. No. Sorry.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
What's your top 3?
My top three. I gotta go with. I was one of the few people that actually picked fucking Chikorita in the first in Gen 2. So I will go for Bayleaf because the second evolution has been like one of my favorites. So Bayleaf is one of
great
them.
wrestler.
Pele.
He's so funny. He's so fucking funny. I'm gonna go with Pangoro because he's basically Panda Ryu. He's Panda Ryu, but also a dark type.
Oh right, yeah. He's
And you're pandering right now to these idiots watching.
You guys are sheep. You're sheep.
And chill on my goat, Psyduck. Chill on my goat, Psyduck.
Hey.
I want it. They should the spot that Jigglypuff has at Smash Brothers should have gone to Psyduck. I'm dead fucking
Oh,
serious.
I agree with that. I like
Should have been
Psyduck.
in Smash from the beginning. That's
Tired of the
that's-
Psyduck
far-fetched.
erasure. Tired of the Psyduck erasure.
That's real shit. Real shit. fucking. Now.
Yeah, fuck. Just give me a second. Just give
me a goddamn second.
No, not that happening. I'm saying like.
You know what's funny?
It's like
As a-
you've asked him a really hard question. He's like, "Fucking give me a minute." Shit.
When I was,
Let me think.
That's POV me when CM Punk walked out of Survivor Series last year. Fucking.
Yeah. I got another little fun diddly right here for you. Farfetch. Remember Farfetched?
Oh, my goat Farfetch.
I thought when I was a kid,
diddly?
I never heard his name, so I thought his name was Farfetch D. I was like,
Farfetched.
yeah, I was like, damn.
Takeshita.
Anyway.
Farfetch'd.
Oh, dude, don't even get me started on how long it took me to realize that Arbok was Cobra backwards.
Oh my
Yeah.
God! Right.
And,
Yeah, John Arbuckle from
Ekans
Garfield,
is
yeah.
Snake backwards. I was like, fucking hell, man.
You Pokemon people think you're real fucking funny.
You people.
Like, they spent all this time designing like Pikachu and like all these unique names, and then there's just Snake backwards. He's a fucking
No, the
snake.
the two greatest Pokemon of all time. Sock and Throw, who are literally just two dudes. They're just two dudes in
They're just
karate outfits.
the boys.
They're just guys in karate outfits.
Yeah.
And Clink, who is just a gear. He is literally just a gear. There is nothing fancy about him. He doesn't even have eyes
Yeah.
or anything.
What about
He's just a
Klefki?
gear.
He's just a bundle of
He's
keys.
just car keys.
He's like, what?
It's like we were talking about it like last night, and I was I forgot his name again, but I was like, there's that one Pokemon that's just like different household appliances.
Oh, Rotom.
Yes, Rotom. Yes.
Yeah.
So stupid.
Sometimes he's a fridge. Sometimes he's a washing machine.
He's a lawnmower.
I think that might be when I gave up on Pokemon. I think that's what I
Gen
was
3
like.
is the drop off.
I was like, maybe
Imagine like
maybe
Bo in-
we've hit the
Bo in
fan.
the trainer outfit walks into the center. And there's like a Pokemon designed after like I don't know
A broom.
a knife
a broom.
a broom.
A broom.
He's there like
A fucking broom.
he drops his bag. He's I've had enough. I can't
I
do
dropped
it.
the hat in the bag.
I'm going to play Yu-Gi-Oh. I'm going to
mad
play
at you.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Shit.
I should have stuck with Beyblades.
I gotta go to Bakugan, brother. We're going to Bakugan.
Let it rip.
I used to love Bakugan. Oh,
I had
a lot of
the,
season.
I had
yeah,
a
the
lot
little
of
season
toys you
DVD.
put them on the fridge and they'd unfold. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
they were so cool.
Yeah. We don't have that these
You not
days.
put them on the carts. You put them on the fridge.
Dude,
you
there
don't
was
have
a metal
the cart?
fridge. I went like bang, and
See,
it like stuck to it.
nowadays,
Well,
nowadays all this
they have a metal
generation-
strip in the cards, and you put them on the
Yeah.
card.
I didn't have
Nowadays,
any of the cards.
kids only
I
like
threw
their
them away.
Funko
I think I was like, I want this
Funko
shit.
Pops. They
Their
like
Funko Pops and their
board
fucking-
game.
and their
I like
their
Warhammers.
Warhammers.
I like Funko Pops. I
Warhammers.
got Jeff Hardy.
That's cool. Okay.
Yeah, man. Fucking Deanie.
TNA World
quick,
Tag
Jeff
Team
Hardy.
Champion in the year 2024, Jeff Hardy.
He should be
Thank
world champion, in my opinion, but okay.
You shut your bitch
I
ass
will
up.
say we had that one altercation station where we were talking about like the best hype package, and I very much undermined how sick Wyatt's Jeff Hardy TNA one was. Like
The fucking
I went and watched it, I was like, this
Yeah.
rules, man.
I live in
awesome.
I live in the state of North Carolina, so I'm not allowed to slander Jeff Hardy. Nor would I want to, but it's against the law.
Exactly.
No,
It's
I'm not
against the law.
slandering Jeff Hardy up to like 2018, 2019. That's when that's as far as I'm
That's
gonna-
fair. That's
Yeah, yeah,
fair.
yeah.
20,
This
dude,
is the moment you slander Jeff Hardy, your lawn becomes this big pattern in the garden, and you're like, oh fuck.
dude, I'm not gonna lie, man. I think 2018 Jeff.
He could
I
have.
don't know what the fuck they were thinking, man. They could have had something crazy right there.
You know
'cause he
how
was
great it
putting
would've
putting
been?
in the work.
If we got like that, like babyface Jeff against the new Daniel Bryan, and he's like shitting on him for like all of his substance
would've loved
abuse and
that.
shit,
Oh,
like
man.
Punk was. That would have
Oh,
been so
dude.
good.
They had
It would've been
Jeff
good.
fumbling doing like, hey, it's Jeff's birthday, and then Samoa Joe came out. You like alcohol, you drink, you did.
You
this."
suck. Die.
What are we doing?
No
here?
wonder he relapsed. You guys are pointing it out every other fucking day of the week.
Actually, yeah. No, never forget. It's better to be pissed off than pissed on. And he dumps the piss all over Sheamus. Remember that?
This can't be fucked, man.
Pandemic era WWE. We love you. Mm.
What a time.
I'm joking.
What a time.
BOJACK, I was going to bring up because we have been streaming off and on. I feel like
Mhm.
because me personally, I'll be honest. I've been focusing completely on this. I've been doing all this podcast stuff.
As you should.
I try to record whenever I can, but like when we stream, we do a lot of different games. So I want to know, what is your favorite game to play as a group in the Goon Squad?
Ooh.
I'm
So,
talking like Party Animals, Lethal Company, fucking Dale and Dawson. We tried that the other time. Oh my god.
I might have to give a 3 because we thankfully play a variety
Go for
of
it.
games. So easily the first one because it's always a guaranteed good time, and we have so many people that have this game that like we have a varied roster every time we play it. It's fucking Duck Game. It's a Goon Squad Classic, first of all.
Love Duck Game. So
It's
good.
a Goon Squad Classic. It's one of the first games that we ever played like as a group. And we have so many episodes where like at most we'll have like 4 or 5 people, but the combination of the 4 is different like every single time. So like the first, because I upload them on my YouTube channel. Check out Judlock Media on YouTube. I upload games and stuff there.
Plug.
The first like bunch of episodes it's like me, Skylar, Tinchy, Tyler, but then Donut's in a lot of them now, and then I think Milk might be in some of them. Jesse is in this last set, and we had like some of the funniest moments to ever happen with us playing that game with Jesse. Where just was just stuck in the endless hall of trying to get
Oh my
through that.
god, that one
map.
level.
And
Yeah.
we put on like the SpongeBob like music, and it played for the whole duration.
Nice.
There's a level. There's a custom level we found in Duck Game where instead of you guys killing each other, you had to like make it through this obstacle course, and one of them was like you had to bounce on a spring at such an angle where you can like get to the other platform. Jesse could not get on this fucking platform for like 10 minutes. You kept missing it.
It's like a hall of springs, and you have to hit the springs and time your glide, because people don't know that you can glide in that game because most of the levels don't like need you to, but there's a glide, and the way that the map is built, the platform that you have to make it to is at the perfect end of your glide.
It has to be frame perfect.
You have to time it up so that you get maximum distance of your glide. And he just couldn't figure it out.
He's freaking out. He's like, "Let me get on it." We're just like listening. SpongeBob, it, dude. I love that you like haul a bunch of VODs, by the way, because I love it when you upload a VOD from like a year ago and I just get to relive it. It's so funny.
It's so nice. It's so nice. It's like, oh my god, so much has happened since we even recorded this.
Yeah, crazy.
My number 2 is gonna be Pummel Party, because it's the closest thing that we can all do as a group to Mario Party. And I know like that's really, which like we've played Mario Party before, but we've had to use, like shoot GameCube machines.
My very real GameCube.
The very GameCube
limited edition.
I have.
I imported from some dude in Japan.
It's a program.
I imported from a server in Lithuania. I mean, a guy in Japan.
But even then, like it's capped at 4 people whenever we do it that way. So I like being able to do Pummel Party. You can have 8 people. There's a little bit more variety in the game. So it's like there's that one game where it's just was it Rust from one of the Modern Warfare?
It was just Rust.
It's just Rust from Modern Warfare.
No, dude, we played. There was one time. Cass Chair, top super kicker. Go check him out. And I played Pummel Party. It had to have been about a year ago now, and it gave birth to one of the greatest bits in our server's history. Chair started doing this faux like half like Russian, half Indian voice called Simeon. And he would just
fucking funny.
Every time somebody would pass him in the game or shoot me, go, "Hello, sirs, goodbye, sirs." I haven't played.
I don't want to be reminded, man. He needs to be locked up, man.
Okay, the next time y'all are playing Pummel Party, tell me, because I'm gonna get in on that shit because it was so much fun.
Yes, sir. We try to play it pretty often because like I said, most people have that one, and like it's good. It's
yeah.
Good. My third one. We play so much stuff. It might have to be Party Animals just because it's so fucking goofy.
It's so crazy.
And I just remember because we haven't played that game a ton because it only came out like a few years ago. But I just remember like every time we play that game, we have a new just like funniest clip come out of it. Like there was we were doing the fight back when you would knock him out, and like me, you, and Tyler specifically, we'd knock them out. We'd go over to their knocked out body and keep swinging.
It's just Gang Beasts, but better.
Is it by the same people? Is it by the same people?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
So, but Gang Beasts is definitely like a big inspiration. I think it's just sillier because you're animals. Because I think it just adds like that, like sillier nature. They add the fucking little.
I'm on my way.
I'm cool.
So, I wanted to give us a special shout out to games like Codenames and like.
I wanted to throw that in there. Yeah.
Just simple games like that. That's why I love this group because we could literally play fucking backgammon and make it interesting. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We were hyping ourselves up, and I feel like we have the right to because
dude. Goon Squad Trivial Pursuit. When?
We're not that smart. Slow down.
So that is possible because if you have Tabletop Simulator, there are
which I do. Hell yeah, brother.
Tabletop Sim. We tried it one time and found out that we're all fucking stupid, but we made the best of the time.
If there's one thing I know, it's that these boys love their board games because we've been playing games in our spare time.
Ooh, there's a SpongeBob like DLC pack for like
yeah.
So,
we were playing Trivial Pursuit and there was like 20 card packs and we were like, we're gonna do this one. What is Plankton's middle name? What?
What? I was like, oh,
What the fuck?
I was like, wait, no.
You know they do the try not to laugh, Trivial Pursuits like on like Smosh and shit like that. I always thought it'd be good if we did like that, but it was like reverse Trivial Pursuit where somebody gives you the answer and you have to come up with the funniest question that could be for that answer. I thought that's
pretty funny actually.
I think that'd be kind of sick.
Talking about code names, Cash. I don't remember if you were there for this one, but I remember I remember one of the last games we played. Milk made an enemy out of like everyone that was on his team because it was I think it was like I don't even remember the teams, but whoever was on my team, we were down by a certain amount of points, and we're like, the game's probably over, but I think one of the options was like turkey, and for some reason, Milk was just fixated on the word turkey.
Yep,
he's like, "It's got to be one of our words. It's got to be it. It's got to be it." They had the game won, and he was like, "That's it. That's it." They needed one more word, and he was like, "All right, we got it. I'm clicking turkey." Clicks turkey. It's the death word, and then our team.
It's the assassin. Oh my god!
We were so behind, we weren't winning this game, but Milk just clicked the death word. And then I just remember like Skylar and Tinchi were on his team for sure. And they got so mad.
I love
it.
That
sounds like the
game
thing
so
Milk
much,
would
man.
do, honestly. Milk's got that.
We gotta play that game again, man. It's so funny.
For sure, bro.
Yeah. Now, I'd like to jump. You want to ask a question? Do you want to ask a question?
I actually do have a question.
Wyatt?
Okay, go ahead.
Hi, man.
Yes.
How you doing, man?
Hey, how's it going,
Wyatt,
man? Hi.
like 10
My name
minutes.
is Wyatt. I like long walks on the beach.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, but let's see. I asked this question. I've asked this question before. I believe it was on the Shane episode that we had good old Shane Haste on, which is a great episode, by the way. Highly recommend it.
You telling me Shane Haste was on the Good, the Bad, and the Bruv? Calm down.
Calm down.
That's crazy.
Bo, you are a professional wrestler.
Yeah, something like that.
Is there? Yeah, something like that. What is the one match that you've had that stood out to you the most?
Ooh, bro, that's hard. I get hit in the head a lot, so it's hard to remember this stuff.
I don't remember any of them.
Especially because the last, let me see, what year is it? The last like 3 years of my career have been so insane. I've done so much cool shit in that time. All right, again, I'll give a 3 because it's hard to narrow down one. So the first one I got to do is Biff Busick.
That match was ass.
Yes.
I think to this day, still one of the best matches I've ever had.
Biff is so good. He's so
good.
Cool, man.
Yeah. I didn't realize that I was going to be one of his last matches because then he just stopped wrestling. And
he's like, yeah, I'm done.
Someone was like, "Oh, you fucking retired Biff Busick." I was like, no. He wrestled at least 2 more matches after me. I didn't retire
What an insane career that he had,
dude. Insane and not nicest guy. And going into that match, I have a picture from our friend Chris Downey. You can find him on most stuff at CJ Downey. He's a wonderful photographer. He has this picture of me like over like the entrance curtain, and I'm like back like in this doorway of the locker room. And I try to think I'm pretty cool, and I don't like freak out before most of my matches. And I say like, oh, I strive under pressure, and for the most part, I do. This is one of the times where like I was ready to go all day. I was cool. I wasn't freaking out. We had called the match. It was super easy. I was like, yeah, tight. He makes his entrance. And for whatever reason, right then, I'm sitting in this doorway, the title on my shoulder, and I'm like shitting bricks. And like, I just start freaking the fuck out. And like, I'm being like super calm, but you can see like on my face in the picture that I'm like losing it for a sec. And I just have to like kind of rein back in. I'm like, we got it. And
we good.
And I was ready to go, and it was over. So like that was a really good one. April of this year, I got to wrestle Paul London.
So sick! So sick!
I used to play as Paul London in SVR 06. I think it was 06. Was the last
God,
game.
that is fucked, isn't it?
That's so weird. That must be insane. God damn.
So like being able to play to wrestle against someone that you used to play in video games is always going to be a crazy experience. This isn't one of my 3, but I'll give an honorable mention to when I wrestled JTG too. It was a similar thing of like wrestling someone that you were playing in video games and like watching on TV as a kid. And it's like, what the fuck? And then also didn't expect Paul London to like walk in like singing a whole song like he was on Broadway.
You told me about that.
Musical number, baby.
And I'm just standing in the ring while he's doing the whole number.
Wasn't it Thunderball from James
Yes.
Bond?
Yes, that's exactly what it was. Yes.
That's such a sick thing to do.
And like I was just standing in the ring just having the best time. I was like, I don't know what's happening, but I'm about to have fun. I'm like, I'm gonna let him cook. Bro's getting it. He's hitting them notes. I'm gonna let him cook.
Y'all like this shit?
Yo, guys, here's my Paul London impression. Ready?
Like this? Y'all like this? Y'all like this?
That's awesome though. God damn.
And then the last one, just because it's a funny story overall, is Jacob Fatu. So I wrestled Jacob Fatu.
I actually didn't even know you wrestled Jacob. That's fucking crazy.
Yes,
That's actually fucking crazy. Holy shit!
So,
that's a great match.
There's a promotion out here called AML, and it's like one of the top promotions out here. And they had me wrestle Jacob Fatu in this like super cool. There was like a theater in Greensboro. It's not like a huge theater, but like it's super cool. Like you have to go like down to like get to like the floor of it. And the building was about to close down because like the owners just like didn't want to like do anything with it anymore. So they were able to get in there and run a show. The building's closing down. Let's get in there and run a show. And I remember Jacob Fatu had some travel issues, and people were freaking out, like worried that he wasn't going to be able to make it. And I like to think I stay calm in like most situations because like freaking out isn't going to do anything to make it better. So I'm chilling, I'm relaxing, I'm like whatever. And people are like, "Oh, what are you gonna do if he doesn't show up? What are you gonna do?" I was like, "I mean, he's gonna show up. I don't know. We'll figure it out." I was like, and then for whatever reason, like the travel is just that fucked, and he can't make it. Like Diego's here. Me and Diego could put a match together in 5 minutes. So either way, I'm not gonna freak out about it. But like he'll show up. He shows up. We still got a pretty decent amount of time before we have to go out there, so we get it called super quick. We have a really fun match. And this is like the best part of the story for me. The match was really good. We get to the back, and I had given him a DVD and a pop-up powerbomb, and I think I'd given him a suplex too. And a lot of bigger guys, when they wrestle me, I can tell they're not used to actually having people that can maneuver their weight. And especially because Jake Fatu is a great post too, because he's just such a freak of an athlete. So like everything that we were doing, where I had to lift him, it looked fucking great. So we get to the back, and then like he's like catching his breath. He's like, "You good?" I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "You good?" He's like, "Yeah." He said, "Damn, Oos, you strong as shit."
That's fucking awesome.
BOJACK is WWE ID.
I will claim to this. I'm like, "Look, bro, I got called Oos by someone in the family. I'm an honorary. You can't
in the fucking bloodline. That's fucking awesome. So, holy shit.
When was this? When did you wrestle Jacob? When was this?
This was sometime in 2023. It might have been. I think it was sometime over the summer. So it might have been like May or June or July. It was one of those. It was somewhere in there, but it was 2023.
Because I wasn't sure, because you heard a lot of stories. Like, I wasn't sure if it was like closer to when he ended up popping in WWE, because like you hear stories from wrestlers that are like, yeah, he was telling everybody that he was going to WWE, and then some people like,
so he didn't end up getting the word started kind of going around like maybe 2 or 3 months after that. So I think I got him like right at the perfect time of like, damn. He was probably talking to him at that point, but nothing had been locked in yet. And then like 2 or 3 months post that match happening, then like we're starting to go around. I was like, he's probably fed bound. So I was happy I was able to get him before they scooped him up.
Hell yeah,
that's
dude.
cool.
Fucking
that's
sick.
Awesome.
It's fucking sick. I have a couple questions for the boy. First, the man, the myth, the legend,
The boy.
First of all,
Boy.
because it's a customary on the Good, the Bad, the Bruv, what is your favorite movie of all time, Mr. BOJACK?
Ooh, easily. Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Hell yeah!
Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Shout. That's a great shout.
And it took me a while to like settle on that. Because one of my favorite movies for a while is something I'm going to talk about later whenever we get into that. But I've not watched any movie more than I've watched Scott Pilgrim.
Yes.
Got like lots of like comic and like video game influence. It's an action movie. You can tell it definitely draws from like, you know, like anime influences and all. It's got so much of what I love like coded into it. And I think Scott as a character is just so interesting to watch because he is such a scumbag, but they write him, and Michael Cera is like the way he plays him. He's so lovable that like it's like that one friend that you have that's like low key really problematic, but they're super charming and funny. So you kind of
gotta keep them around.
It's like
it's like, man, like you're definitely gonna cause problems at whatever we're about to go to, but like it's gonna be a good time. So like. Yeah. I'm just gonna let it happen.
I really enjoyed the little animated series they put out too. I thought
it was so good.
I haven't watched it yet.
Very good.
So without spoiling it, one of my only worries with the animated show was I was like, I'm worried that this is just gonna be the same story, but like broken up and like given it a little more breath. Because it's like animated and broken into episodes, which I would have been fine with and was going to watch anyways. But that was just like a concern that I had. But I was going to love it regardless. But they don't do that, and they actually do some pretty cool stuff with the story and the sequence of events. And it's I can't really get into it without spoiling it, but they give you a good story from a slightly different perspective that makes. So even especially if you watch the movie, you're able to appreciate everything that happens in the show like even more. Yeah. It's really good.
It's very different. It's not trying to be the movie. It's not like trying to replace it. It's a very different type of thing.
It's got the same energy and it's telling a new story, and that's exactly what I wanted.
Sick.
Yeah.
It's sick.
Very good.
But and then my other question, I have one other question.
I'm sorry, Simon, just really quick.
What?
I keep forgetting you have a massive fucking picture of your own face.
I'm sorry. He keeps getting jump scared by Big Simon.
When they say something so Simon-phobic, you got to hit him with the Simon stare. It's over, brother. It's over. Nobody's gonna know what that picture's from, by the way. Nobody's gonna figure it out. Anyway, Bo, so. I just wanted to ask you about your inspirations. I think I asked this to Shane as well. I've asked this to a couple people.
Where do you get your ideas from?
Where you steal all your shit?
Where do you steal your moves? Where do you steal all your fucking moves?
Say the same fucking thing.
But like some of my favorite wrestlers of all time are these big hosses. You know, like your Gunthers, your Samoa Joes, your Vaders, all that stuff. Do you find yourself following a lot of inspirations from those guys, or do you find yourself following inspirations with people who are maybe against your wrestling type? Like who made you want it as well? Like who made you want to get into this?
So I'll talk my shit about this. I'm such a this is gonna sound super cocky, but like I don't really know how to. I'm such a student of the game, quote unquote. That
the gamer,
I draw inspirations from so many different aspects of it. And for a period of time until I got into like streaming and helping run the Goon Squad brand, quote unquote. Wrestling was genuinely all I would think about, like at all times, pretty much. So first big inspiration is probably The Undertaker, just because I think that's what got me into wrestling, because I got into wrestling through the video games, and he stood out to me because I was like, okay, everyone on this roster is like, even though I didn't watch pro wrestling yet, I was like, I know what like pro wrestling is. And then I see this big dude who is a zombie, and he's like cool as fuck. And he was also like a biker at one point in his life. I was like, this guy's got a lot of layers, bro. What's going on with him? So that's like the first person I kind of latched onto And he always had a great move sets in the games. And he just like the aura of him as a person, being able to switch his character up so much throughout the years and still keep that same sense of aura is like a big inspiration that I try to roll with me. Whether I'm, good guy, bad guy, I got to be super serious. I can be super jokey. I try to make sure that whatever I do, I leave that impression so that the next time they see me, I have that kind of sense of aura. And I think for the most part, I'm able to accomplish that. Slightly differing against what I just said, I'm super influenced by high flyers and like cruiserweights. I always say that I have a cruiserweight brain inside of a heavyweight body because I'll think of so many spots for Tenchi or Diego or like whoever. And I'm like, hey, I can't do this, but I think it'd be really cool if you did this. I've told this story before where I helped Diego develop his finish, the Thunder Press, the fucking like double jump into the fucking infrared. Because I just thought about it. I was like, man, it'd be really cool like to see someone do that. And like someone had definitely done it before, but I was like, Diego, do you think you could do this? He was like, I'm not sure. So like I was like, just do a BME. He does a BME. I was like, all right, and I do a BME, but like corkscrew with it. This BME, like, and then like corkscrew moonsault. I said, all right, do that same thing again, but like don't untuck and just keep twisting. And then he lands on the mattress, and then he's just like trying to he just done that. But I think that helps me in my matches because I just think of because I kind of try to see both sides of the coin. So I'm like, what would be cool stuff that they can do to me to try to take me down? And then I also think I try to wrestle like a video game character. So I'm like, what's like cool shit that I can do to just like throw these motherfuckers around that people will remember and like take home with them?
Beal toss, brother. Beal toss all the time.
Chucking motherfuckers out of the ring, throwing them in the air, slamming them down, all that jazz. I also got to give a shout out to Mark Henry too. He is such.
He's really cool.
Yeah, he's super dope.
I wasn't scared of many wrestlers when I was younger. Mark Henry, Hall of Pain. Mark Henry is terrible. The initial run of that.
Again, and I hate how overused this word is, but again, like aura, bro. Like he has that sense of like the song. Somebody's gonna get their ass kicked. Like when this
gonna get the
ring, some shit's about to go down. And then also I just got compared to him a lot, like coming up as like, oh, like you kind of look like Mark Henry, and it's like it's because I'm black and I have dreads. It's fine.
If you implement the Mark Henry splash onto the leg in your moveset, you're the greatest of all time. I'm just telling you.
There you
go. I might.
That shit was crazy, man. When he was just putting the chair on people's legs and just doing the squat. I love when his Titantron was just a drawing of his face going. It's the funniest shit ever.
Yes. And then my last one I'll give is we mentioned him earlier, Pepsi Phil, CM Punk.
Hell yeah.
Yes, sir. Best of all time, baby.
Bro, best in the world. I rearranged my setup so you can't see it, but I have the 2012 gray best in the world shirt like on my wall.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Great design. Great design.
CM Punk, for me, is what made me realize how deep my love for pro wrestling is. And CM Punk made me want to become a pro wrestler. I was cool just being a fan, like up until that point, and I still was like a super huge wrestling nerd. I always loved it. But seeing him on that run of like the summer of Punk and then like into like that long ass title reign, I realized just something about it made me realize like how cool all this shit really is and how deep it can go. And he's just genuinely on TV telling his real life story of how he came in and was like not even underdog in the sense of Rey Mysterio. He's underdog in the sense of he's not a guy that the people that were in charge would want to put on top, but he just kept going out there and proving so much so that he is like better and above everyone that he was in the ring with. That it's like he didn't give them a choice of you're gonna be the top guy, or I'm gonna keep outclassing everyone that you're putting me in here with, regardless. So those are probably my big three: is Undertaker, Mark Henry, and CM Punk. But like any cruiserweights too, I love. That's like some of my favorite stuff to watch. Especially the Super Juniors is like one of my favorite tournaments ever to watch.
Teton,
Teton,
that's my boy. That's my goat.
Shouts out,
Put some respect on Teton, bro.
Dude, where's Tony Khan? Where is Bandito? Where is he?
Teton.
Also, Cass's face has been frozen for the past 10 minutes, I think.
My camera's been going crazy right now. I don't know what's going on.
Wow, Cass is really good at this ventriloquist shit.
He was just really digesting all the what I was saying about CM Punk.
He's actually done the screenshot bit. Like this is actually a virtual background. He's hiding behind it.
He comes through his own.
I do have. Oh shit! There, no. We can hear you fine.
Your camera's goofy.
We hear
That's
you
awesome.
crystal clear, but you're stuck just like.
You're just.
That's awesome.
When you say something so donut cast phobic, you got to hit you with the donut cast stare.
There you go.
Oh.
Yay!
I'll fix
There
it.
he is.
Because I'm the go.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Oh, I got one more slight question, actually, real quick, just because I have to. It's all right. It's just a slight question. Don't worry.
Hit me.
I've asked this question to most wrestling guests that we've had on the show. Started making a habit of it recently. What's the best WWE game soundtrack, Bo?
Ooh. Oh, that's a good one. This is the one. All right. So I might have to go with SVR 2006.
Fuck. Yes.
I'm gonna give an honorable mention to 2009. 2009 had an underrated soundtrack.
Yes, solid.
Because
I'm a dead man walking. Yeah.
Everyone remembers 6 through 8. Everyone remembers 6 through 8. And then 9 is where people kind of either started falling off the games or like the soundtrack just wasn't as much as filled with so many bangers.
Yep.
It was like a little bit of a smaller soundtrack, but 9 still had a really good soundtrack.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
And then I don't remember like all the later ones. They all kind of blend together because I kind of fell off of them. But it was either 14 or 16. I don't remember which one, but one of those had a really good soundtrack.
Well, I think
14 had mostly wrestlers. 16 was the one that had like The Rock curating it, and it was very weird. I remember.
Maybe
a lot of Tech 9.
Maybe
a lot of Tech 9, yeah.
Maybe it was the 14 one, and I just really liked the Cena and Wiz Khalifa songs, even though they should have never let Cena spit.
They should have let Cena spit with Wiz Khalifa.
2K17, baby.
They should have never let Cena spit with Wiz Khalifa.
No, that was 15.
2010.
That was 15? Okay, yeah, 15 then.
Yeah, 15 had that. They had some Rise Against on there.
Okay, 15. Oh, they did have the Rise. Yes, I.
Yeah. That was a good one.
They'll like throw a Rise Against song like every couple years. Like WWE All Stars has Satellite in it for some reason. And that song is fucking awesome. So
goated game. Game. Bring it back.
Make a sequel. Make a sequel, please.
I keep saying 2K17 is my favorite because it has like Anderson .Paak on there.
Ooh, yes.
It also has fucking Yellow Wolf fucking, my truck's so clean, you can lick your rides hole and drink the gasoline.
Motherfucking control. God damn it.
So now, Cass, your camera is like ahead of you talking by like 2 seconds.
Oh my God.
It's in the future.
I'm just gonna rejoin. Paul, say something stupid. BoJack, you're gonna be the bruv for a second, I think. I don't know.
Oh my God.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
I'm out here feeling bruv coded.
Bruvy.
Bruvbo. Oh,
all right, now that we've gotten rid of him.
NH, mate. NH.
Okay, now Cass.
Your top
baby. Yes, sir. We're back, baby. Technical difficulties, motherfucker.
Testicle
difficulties and incoherent thoughts.
Testicle difficulties.
It's like, oh shit.
BoJack, I want to ask you this question because I want to bring this question back every time we have a guest. What music are you listening to right now?
Ooh, man. All right. So Cass knows I'm a big music guy. Big music guy. I have a super like big range of stuff that I listen to. I kind of listen to a little bit of everything. Right now, so easily my favorite artist of all time, Tyler the Creator, just dropped now.
Yeah,
fantastic.
I gotta listen.
Very
still.
good, very good.
It's amazing. So I'm bumping a lot of that. One of my like low key, like more sort of newer art, not even newer, but like newer in the sense of making music on a mainstream form. Leon Thomas III. For those that watched Victorious, Andre.
That's him?
I just like Ratatouille for a second. I was like,
I've heard that name before, and I'm like,
he just dropped an album called Mutt, or at least that's like the title. I think that's the title track. But Mutt is like going around, like everyone's jamming that song right now. It's so good. And I've kind of I think that's kind of what I'm listening to right now. I'm sort of dipping more into kind of like I'm not really sure what you would classify them. I guess like pop rock kind of is what you would sort of bands like Good Kid. I'm really into Good right now. And just like their sort of sound. People Are Ugly is a really good band.
Oh, my brother loves that. My brother fucking loves People Are Ugly.
I love People Are Ugly.
Yeah.
Always a big AJR guy. Always going to be a big AJR guy.
Hell yeah, brother. Yo,
AJR, like, they're like the plague of those Instagram ads. They were fucking everywhere on my Instagram. I was like, holy shit, man.
Everywhere.
Buy tickets now on Spotify.
Some people can't.
I'm kind of just into a little bit of everything right now. I'll kind of go through these like ebbs and flows of like I'm kind of in the mood for this stuff, and I'll dip into some other stuff. There's a Vince Staples album that I realize has like a bunch of bangers on it that I haven't gone all the way through yet, so I got to do that soon. Is it might just be called Big Fish or something like that.
Oh, that's Bag Back. That has Bag Back on it.
Yes, that has Bag Back on it.
Fucking great song.
Yeah. Magic by Vince Staples is really good. So I'm into a little bit of everything right now. But
he's all over. Musically curated.
We have our bi-monthly song share with me and BOJACK. We just find bang out for the next 3 months or some shit.
I got a bit of a fun gimmick here. I got a fun gimmick here for BOJACK.
Whoa.
Wrestling bucket list. Who's your current dream opponent? What match type, that like established long time match type, would you want to be a part of? And
just go work for Wrestle Purist, man. We get it.
Even though you have your own entrance music right now, if you could pick like any song to be like new entrance music, like just for shits and giggles, what are you going with?
Oh man, you're about to hate all of my answers. Oh boy, you're about to hate.
I already know what one of them's gonna be, baby.
I'm a cowboy baby for entrance music.
Naked cowboys in the showers of Ram.
Let me peel back my brain a little bit for you and let you inside the mind of BOJACK.
Kind of gross.
So I don't know why that was so
an American Psycho fucking.
I am very much a live in the moment type of person, and I am also very much a like long scheme. I want to just do the coolest shit that I can do on any kind of level, right? So I have never really been a like dream opponents kind of guy, because I want to face everybody. I want to if there's someone that I think we can have a good match, I want to wrestle everybody. And then there'd be like there's a lot of people that people would like to see me against, you know. And thankfully I've had the opportunity to wrestle a lot of people that I just never even fathomed that like me wrestling them would be in any kind of reality. I've wrestled Jacob Fatu, I've wrestled JTG, I've wrestled Biff Busick, I've wrestled Jigsaw. I was a big Chikara kid, so that was crazy. I didn't technically wrestle him, but I slammed Ultramantis Black through a door.
So sick.
Got punched in the face by Chuck Taylor while he was Swamp Monster. So like I'm about to wrestle Elijah Burke in like a few days.
Oh shit.
So like, you know, for me, I don't even really classify stuff as like dream stuff anymore because I feel like I don't want to put too much expectations on shit and then not be able to happen. Or
totally fair.
So I like to just kind of be in the moment and just take stuff as it comes. And I'm always super thankful and grateful of any opportunities that I get like that. But yeah, I don't really put too much thought into stuff like that because I just want to wrestle anyone that I think we can have a dope ass match. Because this isn't even a dream match, but there's a guy by the name of Ichiban. He's like a Northeast guy.
Number one, baby.
He'll show up on. He'll do DPW every now and then, and I really want to wrestle him. I wouldn't necessarily say that's like a dream match because it's super possible that that's gonna happen. But just like right now. Like, that's just someone that I'd like to wrestle.
I don't think the level of how likely it is can affect the dream match. If you really want it, that's your dream match.
Yeah.
You're dreaming of having that match, you know? It's like, bro,
I guess I just don't put like a lot of thought into, you know, into stuff like that. So I guess I don't really have an answer for that because I just want to wrestle everybody.
He don't need no dream match because people are dreaming of wrestling BOJACK. You know what I'm fucking saying?
That's real, brother.
That's what I'm saying.
John Cena retirement tour next year, bro.
John's making a quick stop in Carolina.
Hey, I'll put John over real quick. What was the second question?
Match type. Any established match type you're trying to get into. You're trying to get into.
Inferno.
No.
Ring of Fire.
No, you see this, brother? No.
Oh my god, that'd be so insane. Oh.
Man, I've had a lot of matches.
Kendo stick on a pole match.
I think I don't really have an answer for this one either because I've just gotten to do a lot of cool shit in, you know, the little amount of time I've been doing this. I entered number 1 in a 30-man rumble. I've been in a not a traditional tables, ladders, and chairs because we use doors out here on the indies, but I've been in like a few doors, ladders, and chairs matches by this point. I've been in just straight up a ladder match. I've been in a cage match. I've been in a death match by this point. I was in a deathmatch tournament. I've bled. So yeah, I've kind of just gotten to do. I've had tag matches, trios matches, scrambles. I've been in a Cybernetico match before, which is a Chikara match type. If you don't know what that is. So again, I've just gotten to do a lot of really cool shit. I guess like the big one would probably be like an elimination chamber would probably be tight. That's probably the only thing that I won't be able to attain. Like on
That
the
would be
indies.
so sick.
Here's the question: would you do the new elimination chamber or the old one when it was cool?
So my body would love doing the new one, but the fan in me would love doing the old one.
Yep, exactly.
If I'm gonna do it, bro, I want the full experience.
Hell yeah, man.
I wanna die.
If I'm gonna do it, I'm bumping on that grate. I don't care, bro. I'm gonna feel like shit afterwards, but like it's fine. I'll be like, hey, I wrestled in the real chamber. Holla at your boy.
My whole ass is bleeding, but it was worth it.
We have pads on mine, baby. I was bumping on chain.
Hell yeah. That is still insane to look at that first one. Like the spear through the pod is fucking insane. That first time.
Disgusting.
I'm like,
I would want to do that. That's like a big spot that I would love to do.
Exactly.
Like, spear someone through the glass. It'd be so sick.
Yeah.
That's like one of my favorite spots to do in the games. Like whenever you were in the chamber and you had the ability to do that.
good.
Yeah.
And what was the last one?
Last one is alternative entrance music. If you could just pick any song.
So my current entrance music right now is perfect, but
It's amazing. Never change.
That's the one thing I will be wholly cocky about is my entrance music is fucking great. No, we lost Cat.
He died again. He couldn't handle it. He went to Wrestle Pierce.
I'll wait till he comes back. There he is.
Welcome back.
My internet is dog shit today, though. I don't know what's going on.
It's okay. It's okay.
That's why.
So my music, I found trying to find a like type beat of Trophies by Drake.
Okay.
I'm a big horns guy.
I do love horns.
Cake.
So, excuse me. That was like my ideal entrance music at the time was Trophies by Drake, not Horns by Drake, Trophies by Drake. So if I wouldn't change my music, but if I never found my music and I didn't have to worry about like having copyright free stuff when I first got in, I would just be using Trophies by Drake this whole time.
Hell yeah.
I feel like if you got like a new theme song down the line, you'd still have to have that intro at least. Because that intro exists.
No, I think so. The only other time I've come out to a different song was Win by J-Rock. Well, again, it's got horns in it. And I edited it to where like the BOJACK like intro is on it, and then it switches into the new song.
Yeah, that's cool. That's badass.
It's peak, brother. That's peak.
Oh yeah. I am about to actually come out to a new song for the first time in years at AML because I just turned heel. I'm a bad guy.
He broke the
For the people who don't know what that term is in the pro wrestling business, you're playing a bad guy.
It means I am a villain.
I am evil.
But people associate like my music so much with me, and I feel like as a heel, I would want to take that away from them. And like I'm not doing that for y'all. Like this is for me.
It's smart. Yeah, that's good.
So I
come out to the Price is Right music.
It comes out to Seinfeld. Fucking.
You still have horns. Oh.
The song I'm about to use is "Ease Up" by I think it's pronounced Akintoye. He's like a rapper I found on Instagram. But yeah, that's a song I'm about to start using at AML. But everywhere else, I'm going to use the classic BoJack.
Hell yeah, brother.
Fuck yeah,
brother. That's real shit. Don't I cast that?
I think you're established enough to have your own music. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, dude, it's at the point now where like I've gone places and made like surprise appearances, and people are like, "Oh, okay, it's BoJack." Like, there's no like video.
Oh, that's sick.
So.
That's so awesome. Better than sex.
Indeed.
Absolutely, dog.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, brother. Yeah, doing holds. Grab
Guys, what are your favorite stocks that you're trading right now?
Stonks? We talking stonks?
Yeah, I just bought Dogecoin. Is that what it's called?
I invested in Panera Bread.
Panera Bread? Okay, good.
Shit.
I invested in Red Lobster.
I
hope nothing happens to them.
I guess that means we have no other choice, Wyatt. We have to move on to our infamous segment where we bring something that we watched recently. I think it's named something, but I forgot what it was.
What?
It's a what?
I missed that entire thing, Simon. Congratulations. Anyway. What we got, folks, this is where, of course...
I felt the vibrations of it.
I felt enough. I think I'm going to go first this time, actually. I think I will actually go first, because, I usually I always come last, but I think I'm going to come first this time.
Whoa.
Hey.
I hear you, big dog.
I hate
all right.
white person so much.
Now, it's been a little bit of a challenge trying to find something right here. But then I thought about it for a bit longer. And this actually came up prior in the pre-pod meeting. And I was going to say something, but I didn't want to give any ideas. So, folks, I am bringing a great film, and it is this one right here that I have in my possession. Drake and Josh Go Hollywood on DVD. Complete with the Nickelodeon DVD insert with the old logo, as well as many other DVDs that you can buy, such as
SpongeBob second season. SpongeBob second season. SpongeBob second season.
SpongeBobMovie.com. SpongeBobMovie.com.
I feel the youth draining from my body.
I was one of the lucky sons of bitches, by the way, who Saw this on premiere night on Nickelodeon. I was one of those people. I was born just in
He
time.
went to the premiere. He saw Matt Groening, and he said, "This is the best band."
I said, "Oh my god, it's there he is." Yeah, that's That's
Drake Bell.
last
I hope
pod
nothing
lore.
bad. I hope nothing bad comes of.
All right, I'm not going to talk about any of that. We're just talking about the movie. That's a whole other thing that we will unpack. We'll never unpack.
Hold on. He's making a comeback.
Yeah, he's Mexican now or something. He's in Mexico doing things.
No, he's back. No, he's back in America.
Elio Del Drake from Drake and Josh.
Elio Del Drake.
Please
Why?
Del Drake.
Please talk
Holy
about the
shit.
fucking movie, man. I can't be bothered.
All right, so
Oh my
I was there for the beginning, the rise and the fall of Drake and Josh. I was there for, and I'm very happy about that. Now, I remember I was a big fan of Drake and Josh around this time, and I saw the ad for this movie, the TV movie on Nickelodeon. And I was like, "Oh my god, they're making a movie! Oh my god!" And they're getting involved in crime and hijinks. What could happen? What's gonna happen? And I see the movie. I sit down, I watch the movie. I'm like, "Oh my god, we're here." So the first thing I notice is, oh wow, this is a real movie. There's like actually like camera movement. There's no like sitcom shit, and there's also no laugh track. And I was like,
I'm about to say the no laugh track, but the same timing. It was crazy.
it's like scary. Yeah.
It's so odd.
Yeah, this was good. That's it. That's all I gotta say.
Thanks, man.
No. So you know what's funny about this? The only thing that sucks is that Tony Hawk's in this movie for like 2 seconds and he's never seen again.
I know, bro.
I wanted him to be in the end of the movie. I wanted him to like save the day and them to skateboard together into like heaven.
Are you gonna bring on the god Tony Hawk and not have him do more stuff, bro?
Unbelievable. But no,
Also,
this movie.
what a sign of the times that Tony Hawk has a 2-second cameo, and like at the time, it's a huge deal. And like nowadays, there are some kids that have no idea who Tony Hawk is, and they'll just see this random guy in this movie and don't understand why him being there is a big deal.
Yeah.
Tony Hawk, did you mean Talk Tua?
Don't Simon. You're the one that keeps telling him to stop doing it, and you just did it. Why?
Did we just spoil a future guest on the show?
Oh my god!
I do have a question though. Do you prefer Drake and Josh to go to Hollywood, or do you prefer the Christmas movie?
With the orangutan?
So here's the thing. I don't like the Christmas one as much. I'm sorry. There's a good reason though. There's a good reason.
It's too late.
I'm retiring, man.
I'll be real. I prefer Really Big Shrimp.
Oh, Really Big Shrimp is good. I won't.
Really big.
Because I actually had the laugh track and shit. Yeah, that was a special. That was great.
Sit the fuck down, man. I can't be bothered.
I remember I actually hated Drake and Josh Go Hollywood because it broke so much lore.
Yeah,
because when they're at the premiere, I'm just like, okay, so at the movie theater, wait, it's in a mall. What the fuck? Like I was like, I don't like that. You fuck. Also, I really just hate that movie just because of like how much shit Drake and Josh get into. I'm just like, these guys don't deserve all this bullshit that they're being dealt in this entire movie. I'm like, I don't like this. Like,
you have the worst luck.
Why would something happens in a movie?
Get my guys a W.
What's going on?
Chill on my goats.
Or are they doing the Liar Revealed?
But I Really Big Shrimp is cool. Yeah.
God damn it.
I never watched Drake and Josh, so like the only real lore I have of it is because when we used to do.
Give me 1 second.
Stuff,
Take this real quick.
Yeah, of course. We had this baseball thing where we'd watch stuff on Patreon, and one of them was an episode of Drake and Josh, and it was the one where there was like a guy that was robbing the cinema, and they had
Theater Thug! Theater Thug!
So for the next like month after that, we were just saying stuff like, "Whoa, take it easy, man.
Take
it easy." I'll say that to this day, and people will know what it's from. And I'm like,
man.
We lived in the best timeline. We lived in the best time
that's
period.
me. That's me with the iCarly. The fucking who wrote this? Who wrote this lie? Lie! I have not eaten one pair of pants.
That's so
continue, don't I, Cass? You were talking about Drake and Josh, Theater Thug.
I'm just saying, like, I didn't grow up watching a lot of Nickelodeon.
I did.
So like, for White to not only bring a show like this, but the movie version is like, I fucking no idea. What's
Okay,
going
so
on.
here's
Like,
the thing, right?
this isn't my realm. I grew up on cartoons.
So I'll just say this, right? So Drake and Josh, this movie starts with Drake and Josh, and they're basically
No fucking
oh my
way.
god, and dude, so they're like
right.
they're trying to get
Let me
Megan,
stop
right?
you right there.
So basically, Megan, right, their sister, she has to go on a plane trip to somewhere. They accidentally put her on the wrong flight. And then they have to go get her in LA. And it's a big road trip comedy for the whole fucking family. But then, turns out, Josh misplaces his little iPod. They call it Geo because they can't say the word iPod in the movie. And what happens is they get switched on the plane. And turns out what's on his is a bunch of graphics of like a dollar bill or something. And it's all like, I don't know, it's some like weird like treasury shit about like the secret to printing money or some bullshit, and then the guys find them and then they get involved in basically a big money laundering scheme that goes all the way up to the world government. Yes.
Who the fuck writes this shit, man?
Yes, sir.
I don't know, it's very weird because it's never mentioned again in the show. Because they literally almost die in this movie. Dude,
remember when we almost died and like we just stopped the whole crime organization? That was cool.
Dude,
Anyway,
Drake and Josh were in legitimate peril.
Lois?
Anyway, I want pizza. What the fuck?
Dude, Drake and Josh were in legitimate peril, and I was like very upset. I was like, no, don't kill them, please.
Guys, my favorite guys.
This is
There's a part where they're like,
guys, bro.
they're like handcuffed by these guys. They're like handcuffed by these guys, and they're just like, will you let us go? And they just go, well, let's just say we hope you guys are good swimmers. And I'm like, no, they're gonna drown Drake and Josh in the Boston Harbor. No,
Lake, brother.
they're gonna throw them into the San Francisco Bay. No, please.
Throw him off the Golden Gate Bridge. Fucking.
Yeah, I'll be honest, man. This movie is very good. I think it's very weird though because there's no laugh track, and it's scary sometimes because someone will say a joke and there's no response.
Is it actually good, or is it like good for a Nickelodeon movie?
No, it's actually good. It's pretty funny sometimes.
Sometimes. That's what I want to hear. Yeah, this movie is funny sometimes.
Okay, look. Also, this movie ends with basically Josh actually booking Drake a gig on TRL, which, if you guys don't know, at MTV in the 2000s, TRL was a show that showcased up and coming musicians, and that was like the big thing for Drake. Finally, it was like, oh shit, he finally made it. Like, wow. That was so
Remember
cool.
when they were gonna do that Where's Walter thing, like where the dad disappears, and it was like a viral thing on YouTube, and then they just never
nothing
never came together. It's bullshit.
Would have been funny.
Would have been very fun. Oh my god, it just makes me sad.
This movie was actually rated R originally. No, I'm joking.
Just run someone over, and it was gonna be a really dark beginning.
I just heard it in my head, and I was just like,
well, no, Josh did run over Oprah in that one episode, so
he did.
He did.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, that did happen.
Bro, something you learn about working with Wyatt this long, he'll say something, and then you go, what?
Wait a second.
Yes, that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what it was. I was just like, yeah.
It's already
He's
begun.
so good at hiding shit, like bullshit in a normal sentence. It's like, god damn it. What's up, guys? I'm gonna go next.
Yeah.
Anyway, I didn't give a review yet.
Motherfuck. Give me a rating.
I'm gonna go with three gold vests out of 4.
Very good.
Solid.
Out of 4.
I can see that.
Yeah, out of 4. Because I like to go one step further.
Roger.
All right.
Rating over.
Speaking
here.
of vests, what if we talked about a sport that involves wearing jerseys and bouncing
Hockey?
balls and throwing them in nets, and
Wait a minute.
has big stars by the names of Patrick Ewing and
I thought you were
Charles
talking about
Barkley
dodgeball. I was getting
and
real excited.
Michael Jordan. Of course, I'm talking about the quote unquote film that is Space Jam.
There it is, brother. Get out of here. Get him out of here. Don't give him his jacket.
BoJack was gonna headbutt his camera.
Oh, you had me reeling there, buddy. I couldn't.
Hell yeah, man.
Glad we got there together.
I'm gonna address the very first thing. This movie takes 9 years to start. The opening credits take like 5-10 minutes,
Dude,
some shit like that.
I hated this shit as a kid because I'm like, where the fuck is Bugs Bunny?
It's so long to get there.
It's all just Michael Jordan for 40 minutes.
My IRLs have started this thing where we spin a wheel, watch a random movie. We put a bunch of shit on there. One of them was Space Jam. We watched it about 2 days ago. This movie takes 30 minutes to get to Looney Tunes World. You don't see a glimpse of them unless it's on a TV or something. It's like, holy shit, man. We finally get there. And, like, Michael Jordan's not a great actor. It's not his fault. But, like, he lands in this world that is supposed to be not real, you know? He lands in this world. Bugs Bunny goes, how you going? And this is his reaction. He goes, Bugs Bunny? It's like, it's Bugs Bunny.
Me when they asked me who Warner Brothers' most famous creation is. Bugs Bunny.
Bugs Bunny.
Okay, I forgot how, like, plain and stupid this plot is. So, like, they kidnap Michael Jordan, and they say, hey, we're gonna become slaves for this alien theme park, because they need, like, this big evil dude played by Danny DeVito, by the way, which he's the best part of the whole movie. He's like, hey,
I'm the trash man.
Attraction. I'm the trash man. He says, I need an attraction for my theme park, so I'm going to get the Looney Tunes to be my slaves and, like, perform on this on the show. I was like, okay.
It's kind of the germ of an interesting idea.
It's a cool idea for, like, an episode of the show, not for fucking a movie. So, like, especially if the movie's linked to basketball for some reason.
For some reason, we're playing basketball.
It's because that one Super Bowl ad, with fucking Michael Jordan and Bugs Bunny exploded so much. And it's just
so stupid.
By the way, one of the dumbest, but like only times I kind of laughed in the second Space Jam when they say they're trying to get Michael Jordan back on the team, and then it turns out to be Michael B. Jordan. I don't know if that's racist.
A good joke in the movie. That's great. The rest of that movie is an advertisement. I will not hear otherwise.
Why? Okay, I'm sorry. I have to keep going. Why are the guys from A Clockwork Orange in the front row of Space Jam: A New Legacy? Do they know the plot of A Clockwork Orange? Do they know what happens in that movie? Do they know that children are going to look up what happens in that movie and learn certain words that they really should not be learning at this age of their lives?
Dude, Pennywise was in that shit.
No, but he's like a media character. He's like a media character. The Clockwork Orange, the whatever they're called, I can't remember the group of them. They are the most depraved, horrific characters in fiction. And they just they're
here to watch Wile E. Coyote dunk.
They're here to watch the pig rap.
Who thought this shit, man? I was sitting there watching it like, oh my god, dude.
So I gotta say this, man.
Hit me
about Space Jam. Wayne Knight's in the movie. And as a kid, I was like,
talking about with Wayne Knight, by the way. I was like, that's Al.
And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, why is Newman in this?
And look out for the giant chicken.
Yeah, that too. Also, like, yeah, this movie's like Bill Murray's in it too, and I'm just like, what the fuck? I don't care. I want to see fucking Bugs Bunny and fucking...
right? So they're playing golf, and Bill Murray's just there. And he's like, hey, let's play golf. And then Michael Jordan gets kidnapped, and they walk off like nothing happened. They're like, yeah, he's probably going to be back. It's like, what the fuck? You just watched him get sucked into a golf hole. You're not going to fucking tell someone about that?
You know, there's one good part of this movie. You know what it is? I believe I can fly.
When he fucking comes back to Earth on the fucking spaceship, and everyone's like, oh, Michael Jordan!
I'll say this, man. As a kid, I fucking hated this movie, but I loved Looney Tunes back in action, because that's actually fucking Looney Tunes.
That's actually
I really wanted to watch that instead. I was trying to persuade the boys. I was like, can we please just watch back in action?
We'll watch that at some point, don't you worry. That's a better movie.
Dude,
that movie has Bill Goldberg in it.
And he's Taz.
He is Taz, yeah. Oh my god.
Free Coyote versus Acme, brother. Free Coyote versus Acme, please.
Yeah, no,
please, dude.
Let's not get into it, bro. Let's not get into it. But I agree.
Like how the times changed, man. Like, sorry, back to this Bill Murray thing. So he's in the movie to play golf, right? And then he disappears for the whole movie. And then at the very end of the movie, they're like, everyone's hurt. We need a fifth player, otherwise we're going to get disqualified. Like, Marvel the Martian's like, you're going to get disqualified. And it's like, oh, fuck. And then Bill Murray walks in. It's like, how did you get here? Two, why are you here? He plays
What is the joke with Bill Murray? I don't understand why.
Dude, what kid knows who Bill Murray is who's watching this movie?
Well, there are Ghostbusters kids. There are Ghostbusters kids out there. You never know.
I guess, yeah.
Like,
oh, another thing too. Fucking the game for this movie. Do you remember what the game was?
What was it?
So it's like you think like, oh, it's gonna be like fun, like Looney Tunes like levels probably.
I would have just made it
stripped down. It's just stripped down NBA Live with Looney Tunes. It's like the worst fucking game ever. It's fucking awful.
Oh, that's so mid. If I want a Space Jam game, I want it to be like I want it to be like fucking
like
NBA
Rocket League
Jam.
Or something.
NBA Jam or some shit like that.
NBA Jam was great. NBA Jam was great.
Yeah, NBA Jam was awesome. Remember, it was a cheat code for that where you could. Wait,
they made a game.
No, it was NFL Blitz.
I'm glad that you brought up the Space Jam game, because they wanted to make a game for the sequel, and they actually asked the fans, like, what do you want this game to be? And they ended up making a beat 'em up game.
Yeah,
which is really cool. That game's kind of fun. So there you go.
There was NFL Blitz had a cheat code where you could type in a cheat code, and basically the Miami Dolphins would just be actual dolphins. That's pretty funny. It's pretty funny.
I'd rather that than watch this fucking movie again. They suck the soul out of Patrick Ewing and Charles Barkley. They have this whole 5 minute.
Which NBA All-Star is getting the best head?
You ever see that picture of Charles Barkley?
Where they're all in bandages and in the hospital. They're all like, I forgot what sport I played. Oh, it was basketball.
Hey, man.
Huh. And then they have this scene where like a bunch of kids are playing basketball. Like, oh my god, it's Charles Barkley. Let's play. And he's just dog shit. And they're like, this ain't Charles Barkley.
Have you ever seen?
I was physically hurting watching this movie.
Have you ever seen that iconic photo of Charles Barkley with the pizza? Just dude, just look at this picture.
I'm looking. That's the
album cover
right there, man.
That's a fucking album cover.
That's the most
it's his fucking
picture ever.
Look at his fucking face, bro. It's like he fell asleep and they just put that there. They just
yeah, they probably
it's just him chilling on the stoop. And it's like, yeah, put the pizza in his hand.
Really mad. Like he looks like he wants to beat the shit out of that pizza. He's
so
a fucking.
There's nothing redeeming about this. It's just goofy antics. It shouldn't have been a movie.
It's better than Space Jam: A New Legacy, at least, but that's not.
If it was like a TV special or something like that, like a half-an-hour special, because this movie did not feel like fucking hour half. This shit, it dragged, man. I couldn't be bothered.
It's like 4 hours.
I'm gonna give this movie. I'm gonna give this movie like 3 bombs. The 3 bombs that Roadrunner outruns, and why he kind of blows himself up. That's how I felt watching this movie. I felt like I just blew myself up. It just wasn't worth it. Don't watch Space Jam. It's stupid. It's
so big I bombed my own house watching Space Jam 1998.
Dude, there is no house left. So like the way this camera's positioned, this is the only part of the house that's left. There's just like the night sky.
Like Kai Cenat.
Like,
I was about to say, don't it just did the Kai Cenat just did a replication of his room?
Yeah, it's fucking
Space Jam room.
Is that real?
He accidentally blew up his real house instead of the replica.
That's amazing.
It's incredible.
So now he lives in the replica.
He lives. Dude, that is dystopian.
That would be
That's
awesome lore. Like, just one day he zooms out. He's like, I've been on the beach the whole fucking time, dude. Like, I'd be like, oh my god.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Anyway,
I'm gonna
give the ranks. I'm gonna give the ranks to Simon.
Yep.
I'm gonna just bestow it upon you. Here it comes. There you go. I'll go for it.
Whoa.
Did you think a little song and dance would help you in this matter, Eli? That's a specific reference because Wyatt, he brought Nickelodeon made for TV movie. Donut Cast brought a 90-minute Super Bowl ad stretched into a movie. I brought Paul Thomas Anderson's neo-western masterpiece, There Will Be Blood, the 2007, starring Daniel Day-Lewis.
Fuck. Okay.
Oh my god.
Hold on a minute.
And the reason why I did this is because I am the third revelation. I am the third revelation.
The most quotable film of all time, in my opinion.
I'm not gonna cap. So I watched this. I did the Certified Simon turn on a 2.5 hour movie at 11 p.m. special last Wednesday night.
Simon.
That's what I do, dude. Like, I'll be sitting in my bed. I'm like, I want to feel like hopelessly cynical and bad about life. So like, last time I did, I turned on It's Such a Beautiful Day at 11 p.m., which was a huge mistake. And then this time I was feeling very jaded. I was having a rough week. And I was like, I just want to watch like the most evil. What the fuck is? What am I looking at here, Wyatt? What is that?
Picture of Charles Barkley eating pizza.
Why is there another picture?
He looks way more into this pizza.
Yeah, he's way more into this one.
Honestly,
That's a Getty. That's a Getty Images thing. I don't think that's Charles Barkley, brother.
I think the first
that's him. That's
picture
Charles
he like
Barkley.
got the wrong toppings, and then that one was like, yeah, he.
Oh, never mind. He's happy again.
Pizza.
He's happy
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Charles Barkley.
I'm gonna get myself a Charles Barkley pizza after this.
A Charles
too.
Barkley pizza. Yeah, if you just go, me and the fellas, we're going to the Pizza Hut. We say we want a Charles Barkley pizza. We get exactly what we want out of that. It's like
They
the
already
McDonald's
know,
secret
bro.
menu.
They already know. They're like these.
It's the McDonald's
fucking
secret
guys.
menu.
He's being outshined by Michael Jordan in this one.
Why do you have so many pictures of Charles Barkley and pizza?
It's a whole genre, dude. I found out. Oh my
That's not a
god.
genre. That's not a thing.
There Will Be Blood is a pretty good movie, guys. I really liked it.
Okay, you're in this movie.
This movie is
Paul
pure
Dano.
cynicism. Yeah, oh my dude. Okay, get him off
okay.
screen. Get him off
Don't pay
screen. This is
attention to him.
ridiculous. I
him
cannot
outta
talk.
Yes, Paul Dano is really good in this. I remember when he was cast as the Riddler originally, I was like, I've seen There Will Be Blood by this point, and I'm like, dude, that's like perfect casting. Because if you watch There Will Be Blood, he can do this.
That
he's
scene of
amazing.
the one take of him when he's like it's like the POV of you like entering the church while he's giving the sermon, and he's like casting out like the illness that the old lady has. Out ghost, out. It's just so good.
Yep. Explain what the movie's about, Simon.
This movie takes place in the late 1800s, and it follows a perfectly kind, not at all bad, very nice person by the name of Daniel Plainview, played by Daniel Day-Lewis, and it follows him and his pursuits of oil on a certain plot of land on a certain farm.
Because he's an oil man.
Because he's an oil man with his partner HW, his son and partner.
His son and partner HW.
And his son is called HW. I don't think we ever learned what the HW stands for. And so for the referring to, I'll be calling him Hua. I'll be calling him Hua for the rest of this discussion. And it's just this very. It feels like a slow burn, but what is so incredible about it is that it's a fast
freeze.
It's like sticking your hand in a liquid nitrogen, it's fast freeze. Yeah.
Fucking hell, I hate this video. Let's do this.
I think what's great about this movie is that it is 2 hours and 38 minutes long. And it does not feel like that at all because the movie does a very good job at honing you into Daniel Plainview's POV. The first 15 minutes of this movie is no dialogue. It's just Daniel. This is back when he's like a silver miner. He's not an oil miner. And he ends up injuring his leg. And it's just following him, like dealing with that, crawling back to society. And it's an interesting place to start because Daniel Plainview becomes such a fucking rotten piece of shit later. But you as a human being, you look at him and you go, you know what? I can admire this will, this tenacity to live. This is a man with ambition. This is a man who wants it all. I said this to Wyatt. I can't believe Daniel Plainview has not become like a Walter White, Patrick Bateman type where people just completely misunderstand the whole fucking point of the
He's
character.
literally me, guys. Oh my god.
He's literally me.
Oh my god.
When he was throwing bowling balls at poor Paul Dano, that was literally me, brother. That was literally
You
me.
think your song and dance could help you?
Yeah, that's dude. He's squatting down with his lip. He's like casting the fucking like black magic jutsus and shit when he's doing
Daniel
that.
Lewis really is fucking horrifying in this movie towards the end. Like
Dude,
that is not a man at that point. He is like a creature.
He looks like an alien. Like he literally he's all hunched over. He's lost all of his walking capabilities. He's drunk. He eats he eats with his mouth open. It's disgusting. He's fucking
Yeah.
I think that this is one of the best like shot movies I've seen in a very long time. You feel every bit of like war, like heat in that fucking desert. But then whenever there's like a clear breeze, you're like, I just felt that on my skin. I can't believe that. That's because they just get such a grasp of that. The score is one of the most. I can't believe people don't talk about this score. They talk about some of the greatest film scores.
Who did the score?
I will check right now. I believe it was somebody from Radiohead. I remember it's one of the Radiohead artists. I'm going to pull it up right now on my Letterboxd page because I get all the women. Give me 1 second here.
Yes, every woman. Every woman ever made.
You get. Oh, you have a girlfriend? Name every girl.
Name every girl.
Amen.
Johnny Greenwood. Johnny Greenwood is the person who did the score for this, and it's obviously very Western inspired.
That sounds like a cowboy.
So fun fact, Cass.
Radiohead are all cowboys.
Johnny Greenwood.
Cowboys.
Actually, the original band name was Cowboy Head, but then they realized that sounded kind of gross. They went for Radiohead.
Cowboy Head. Should be Hangman's new gimmick. Cowboy Head.
Cowboy Head. Oh my god, that would actually Hangman Adam Page coming out to Radiohead music. That would actually be the greatest shit ever. Genuinely,
pretty cool.
That's an edit.
I'm
stealing that.
No, you're not.
I'm running away with it.
I'm gonna do a Daniel Plainview edit.
I'm already gone.
Daniel Plainview edit set to creep.
I look back at Bo. He's got like golden chain and fucking like this pimp cane. He's like, I already made it.
It's already done. It's already done, baby. It's already done, baby.
This movie does feature like the iconic milkshake thing too.
Oh, the milkshake! If I am, my straw goes all the way across the room and starts to drink your milkshake. He's just like me when I steal a milkshake from.
And he goes,
I drink it.
Yeah. Yeah, Daniel Day-Lewis is unbelievable in this
At a certain point when you're reviewing this movie, you're just going to start quoting it, and that's not a great review. So I'm just going to say, watch it. I give it five chocolate milkshakes out of 5, but specifically the chocolate milkshakes from the restaurant that's behind my house called Real Burger, which is
by the way
absolutely fantastic.
Good double feature for this would be this and Killers of the Flower Moon.
Killers of the Flower, dude. It reminded me a lot of it. I got like a lot
of same universe.
Ooh. Daniel Plain. Oh my god, dude, fucking what's his name? Robert De Niro's in a prison cell, and fucking Daniel Plainview's sitting there like, you thought your racist, you would do so much.
God damn.
But spectacular movie. That's my thing. Big BoJack. What did you bring?
Well done. Will you rate the movie?
I said 5 chocolate milkshakes out of 5.
Gosh, you ain't listening, man.
That's too many milkshakes.
Out of 5.
Cass, we're never having you on the show again. I'm sorry, Cass.
That's a health concern. I don't want to lose a host.
I like it, brother. I drink a Rockstar a day. I'm done by 45.
Technically, he's giving 5 chocolate milkshakes, so he's not drinking.
Okay.
I'm giving them to
Mr. Technical over here. I see how it is. All right.
I'm trying to ease your concerns for your co-host, Cat.
I love him so much, and I'm scared. I'm really scared.
Because I drink healthy all the time.
Simon, this is actually just a secret proposal from Cass. This isn't an episode that's actually not actually airing. It's just an elaborate setup. Cass just pulls out a ring.
BoJack, no, it's a fucking AA meeting. BoJack pulls out like a sign. The thing that I brought today, the courage to admit that you have a problem, Simon.
You're just like,
oh my god.
So, I actually just finished watching what I have come to talk about today. I was not sure what I wanted to talk about because I watched a fair amount of things, but I wanted to bring something that we could all probably get in on. And it what I brought today just so happened to come on TV right before I hopped in the call, and I had never seen this before. This is my first time watching what we're about to talk about. What we're going to talk about is Toy Story 4.
Oh
We were just
let's
fucking
do
talking
this,
about
baby.
this. God damn it.
Before
So-
you joined, we had a 20-minute conversation about Toy Story.
Toy Story.
We're in. I'm in this.
We're locked in, baby.
Yeah,
So-
y'all already got it. I'll come back when you guys are done.
So when you guys asked what was my favorite movie of all time, for the longest time it was Toy Story 2. That was a big
That's a great one. I love that one.
When I was a kid, it was so good. Some people say it should have been the last one.
Wrong.
I disagree. So
He was amazing.
I watched Toy Story 3. I loved it. I was like, this is a perfect ending to this series. And then I heard they were making a fourth one, and I said, oh.
That's literally everyone's reaction.
Alrighty then.
Freaking Willem Dafoe and Spider-Man. Oh.
Oh.
You know, I'm something of a Toy Story 4 myself.
I didn't know.
No, fucking Peter. Don't watch Toy Story 4.
He's like,
God damn it.
Toy Story 2 just came out. What do you mean?
What have you done? What have you done?
You can't do this to
What
me.
have you done?
I ended this franchise. You know how much I sacrificed.
But no, so I watched Toy Story 3, thought it was a great like ending to the series, and then they made Toy Story 4, and not for like I had never watched it, not because I thought it would be bad or anything, because like I trust the level of quality if they're gonna make a sequel to one of their biggest franchises, even though I probably shouldn't. But at
this point.
So I finally watched it today, and honestly, I think it was fantastic. I still don't know if it was necessarily needed. I feel like 3 was a good closer for it, but I still like they were still able to tell a really good story about letting go and not holding on to the past just for the sake of you not being ready to let go of it,
Yeah.
But I've always loved all the Toy Story movies. I thought the story in this one was really cool. Like I said, I don't even know if it was necessarily needed to make it, but I thought it was really dope. How do y'all feel about Toy
I'm gonna let Wyatt do it because he's giving the
So-
BoJack. He's giving me a
I'm gonna
BoJack
give Wyatt the
stare right now.
right here. Go for it.
Okay, look.
Gotta
I'm gonna be
hide.
real. Because I do like this movie. I think it's fine. I don't like the ending fucking at all. I think it's awful. I think it's a complete disservice to the first 3 movies. It makes no fucking sense. It turns Woody into a total cuck, in my opinion. Maybe not a cuck, but definitely bitch made.
Big simp.
The funniest part of this movie is
Bro likes
probably
to watch,
Key and Peele. Key and Peele are the best parts of this movie.
I forgot Key and Peele are in this movie.
They're funny.
Okay.
They're good. I like those characters.
All right, this might be a controversial take.
Oh,
Oh, he's going.
I don't think they were a bad part of this movie, right? And this is totally a me thing. It's totally me thing. I am such a Key and Peele fan, and I watch so much of just their stuff that I could not separate that this was Key and Peele. And there's just so them in this movie, which is great. But for me, it just felt very out of place because there are so much of
that's what felt out of place to you.
yeah, there are so much of themselves that I couldn't separate the
All right, now, I understand that. To be fair,
I was
I do like.
I was like, it's just Key and Peele just in a Toy Story movie for some reason.
Here's the thing. I think there's good parts. Like I said, I actually think the plot with the doll, whatever the fuck her name is, great.
It's
I love that idea. That concept was really good.
Great
The fact that she
payoff
wasn't a
for that.
villain was also really nice too.
yeah.
I just, again, there's just aspects of this movie that I feel like are just such a disservice in a way. Like I think Buzz is kind of dumb
That's
throughout the
what I
movie
was.
for no reason.
We're full agreeing on that. I feel like Buzz was super.
It's very weird.
I feel like they do a lot of character development for Buzz in 2 and 3, as like showing that he really is like not even necessarily like second in command, but like he is there, like he's just as capable as Woody, but he respects like Woody as like the kind of leader of this group or whatever. But he's like, hey, I'm just as capable, and I'm just here to like assist you in like what you're trying to do, like for these kids, for all of the toys. And I feel like Buzz throughout this movie was just like, hey, Woody, so what's happening in the plot?
Exactly. Yeah.
Woody, explain the general thesis of the film, please.
I'm gonna say this right now. This movie would have done so much better if it was called Woody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let it be directed by Sam Raimi. Watch the box office explode.
I think also like Toy Story 4, just the idea of it is just like, because like we talked about this before, how I love the little TV specials and the shorts that they did prior.
Yeah,
those were great. I love watching those every year.
Just random slice of life animation.
Yeah, just like fun little slice of life. And I think this could have been just that. It would have just been a fun little slice of life. They just did that. But again, like I said, I can't get over just how dumb the ending is with Woody and everything. I don't like it personally. That's just me.
I think it's dumb, but it's very much not on the same level that 3 had, you know?
I definitely think
it's like they're all supposed to be a family, like they're never gonna get separated, and then Woody just goes, all right, I'm gonna go fuck Bo Peep now.
Dog, that was the whole thing at the end of 3 was like, oh, we're about to die, but at least we're gonna be together.
Exactly.
We are literally, dude, we had Dante's Inferno ass imagery in Toy Story 3, and then Woody's like,
they
white
were
women.
Quietly accepting.
Never forget when I almost walked out of the theater when I saw that.
And then now
that
he's
is
just like
insane.
Throw it away.
Dude, I see them about to get burned
down. I completely forgot.
Dude, they're about to get melted down. I'm like, oh my god, it's over. I was really about to run out of the theater. I'm like fucking like 13. I'm just like, I'm not doing this.
I couldn't believe it. I said, y'all ain't about to do this, dog. I said, y'all ain't. I think I saw it in theaters too, and I think I had to say, I was like, y'all ain't about to do this. Y'all ain't about to do this to me.
No, dude, I remember because like I was 8 years old when I saw it in the theater, and like me being a kid can recognize. Okay, there's no way that they are about to murder the entire Toy Story cast in front of me, a child. Because if they do, I'll never be the same again.
I'm going to
look over at my mom. I look at my mom and my dad, and my mom and my dad are like.
I will say this: I can no longer watch that movie the same again because I just see that image of Jesse and Buzz with the whole like he did it again, didn't he? The fucking when the side dude come in.
My thing with Toy Story 4, right? I really, really liked it when I first saw it. It's one of those ones I've gone up and down on because this is in a weird way. I'm going to.
He's going up and down on it. He's doing tricks on it. Hey,
I'm going to find a way. I'm going to find a way to agree and disagree with everybody in the group at the exact same time. I think that everything involving Woody and Bo Peep is great. I'm not saying the ending is like perfect. I feel like it could have been executed slightly better, but I think it's fitting and I do like it. My problem is that everything else surrounding it is nowhere near as interesting. I don't find the Forky subplot to be that interesting. It's a funny joke.
That was really just left out to dry, huh?
You like they made, and it was the main thing in the marketing. It was like the thing that they kept like centering on throughout the entire thing. And I can agree. Like my issue is not that Buzz is made stupid or that like they belittle the character. It's that for the third fucking movie in a row, he's separated from the rest of the group. It's like I've seen this happen twice. It happened twice already. I want to like give me a movie where, and that's why I'm already hesitant about this fifth movie because we mentioned like the idea of like the Buzz Lightyear army, like the AI thing, like that's fun. I think that's actually a fun idea, but it just screams me. Buzz is going to be segregated from the rest of the cast. He's going to be off doing his own little thing, and they're all going to have to go get him. And it's just, it feels it's lazy, and it's like it works because, and even then, like. In the second movie, you had the whole identity, like the theme about like identity and stuff like that, which is why like that stuff works. The third movie is just a great gag because he becomes Spanish Buzz, and it's one of the funniest jokes in the.
That was great, yeah.
And this one, it feels like he didn't really have anything that related to the plot at all. He's just kind of running around doing nothing for a majority of the story.
That's my point. I just don't like if they made the movie like. If they made it clear that the movie was all about Woody, then I wouldn't have a problem with it.
Yeah, I think there wasn't enough. There's not enough. Structurally there like as a plot that I feel like they had a very loose idea, and instead of fleshing that out and making it feel like a fully formed idea. They just went with that loose idea, and they said, "It'll be fine. It's Toy Story. They'll get over that. There's not the rest of the movie happening." I feel like this is almost like it's almost like an alternate, like not like alternate universe, but like I feel like this is like an alternate choice of like, oh, how could Woody's story have ended? You know, like almost like it should have been like a what if,
like a what if, Disney's what if.
What if Woody reunites with Bo Peep and then like joins?
What if Woody finds white women? What?
He is fallen victim to snow bunnies. No.
Snow bunny hypnosis.
The poison.
No, Woody. Come back.
Save him, brother.
But like I feel like the rest of the toys, Buzz specifically, I've always been a big Buzz Lightyear guy. I feel like Buzz specifically just takes such a back seat into this movie, and like they kind of sort of try to make him relevant and useful in like the second half of it, but he still like just doesn't do a lot. He's kind of just there to help advance Woody's story. This really is just Woody's story.
None of them are in it that much. Like
yes, Jesse as well. Jesse doesn't even get a big.
Jesse like is very useful the times that she's there, but she's probably in maybe like 20 full minutes of the movie.
Yeah.
So like
maybe.
Like so I don't know, and like I think
I'm also pretty sure Slinky has like no dialogue.
No dialogue. It's insane.
Not a single dialogue.
Insane.
Okay. Well, Mr. Potato Head couldn't really speak a lot because the voice actor died and it was all reused.
Wasn't Don Rickles still alive then?
No, Don Rickles
died at that point. He was dead.
Oh, did he?
So they had to use like reused lines from 3 and 2, which is like, okay, that makes
That's
sense.
weird. Yeah.
The gang just has nothing to do. You're so right. If they just marketed this as like a Woody side plot movie,
that's what I'm.
Been so much better.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, because like it's like y'all were saying, like, you know, Forky is so much in the marketing that you think he serves a bigger purpose. And like I know that he's kind of like the crux of everything. It's like, oh, we got to get him back. But I also think it's weird that like I feel like just the characterization of everybody is so off too. Like now that I'm thinking about it. But I feel like Woody is so laser focused for the whole like first like fourth of the movie. He's so laser focused on making sure that this kid does not lose this fucking fork. And then he jumps out of a moving vehicle to go get him, is right there, thinks he might have seen Bo Peep, and is like, I'm abandoning the whole mission that I just walked 5 miles for as a toy. How long that took him? It's like,
how long was that? I wonder.
Milo's Odyssey.
I'm gonna say this. Best part of this movie is the opening. Fucking incredible.
One of this awesome, like
saving the RC car.
Yeah. Not only that, first off, not only is it cool to just see them there again, like old, like back in the day. The part where you see like RC in the water, I'm like, I thought it was real. I was like, holy shit, this is incredible.
The animation is fucking incredible in this movie.
Yeah,
God damn.
That shot of that cat stretching in the sunlight was just going around. It's like, ain't animation crazy?
Yeah.
It's great.
But nah, like, yeah, I thought it was fine. I don't think it needed to. I'm with Cass. I don't think it needed to be a Toy Story movie. I think if you just market it fully as a Woody side story, then it can be its own
Woody.
thing, and it
A
maybe
Toy Story story
better. Yeah,
Toy
it's just
story.
But you know, overall, I enjoyed it, and I thought it did like some cool stuff. I just think, you know, it could have. Some of it wasn't like, you know, some of it was a little underbaked, and some of the characterization of like some of our favorite characters in cast is kind of weird. But like overall, I thought it was fine. I thought it was good. I probably wouldn't like put it on again unless it was like a group thing of like us like going to watch it again. But like if it's on, like I'd watch it again.
Yeah, it's not like, dude. Here's the thing, man. Say what you will about this movie, whether you love it or you hate it. I respect the fact that it has like a thing it wants to accomplish. It's not just here's your first movie, but gone the exact same way. Incredibles 2, Finding Dory. And you want to talk
just about to say.
dude, say like Toy Story 4 to me, even if it's an ending that like Wyatt doesn't like the ending, it is way less offensive to me just on a creative level than Incredibles 2. Because Incredibles 2 is insulting because it's just the same movie.
That's why I can't go full negative on it, because I don't fully agree with a lot of what they did, but I can, like you said, I can appreciate that they wanted to do something different. I can appreciate that at least. I don't have to like that you're doing something different. I can appreciate that you're doing something different though. It probably would have really upset me if they just redid the first one or just redid the second one. And there's a lot that they got wrong or not necessarily as right. But like it's not nearly as bad as Incredibles 2. Incredibles 2 is literally just copy and paste.
Yeah, it's really just the exact same. And I'll say this: my benchmark for Pixar sequels has gone up because I was debating between two movies for what we got this week, and I'm going to just mention it right now. Inside Out 2 is the best non-Toy Story Pixar sequel, and I am straight up like Toy Story 5.
I'm excited to watch that actually.
Dude,
I'm excited to watch that now.
Especially because I went into that so cynical. I went into that so skeptical of it.
Can I ask you, BoJack, do you like Inside Out?
I've never seen Inside Out.
Come on, dude!
It's one of those ones. It's one of those ones where
it's one of my favorites.
I heard so much good stuff about it, and it just got away from me. And then I saw the second one came out, and I was like, "Fuck, I need to watch the first one still."
Well, dude, I'm telling you right now, first Inside Out, one of the best Pixar movies ever made.
I've heard it's great.
I'll tell you straight up, dude. Inside Out 2. I was so shocked at how like I don't know if it's necessarily better than the first, but how well it carries on from the first and tells a very different
director,
story,
isn't it? Like
different directors, different writers,
the same level than like good shit.
And it's just as emotional, but in a totally different way. They mess around not just with like the story and the themes, like the animation styles. Like there's tons of different like without spoiling anything, there's tons of great gags in the movie that are like different animation styles. And the voice acting, like everybody who showed up to work on Inside Out 2 wasn't there for the Pixar paycheck. They showed up to fucking work,
like
and
make
it was
a movie.
Like, yeah. And that's why I say like, dude, Toy Story 4, I respect it more than I really like it. There is no excuse. If Incredibles 3 and Toy Story 5 are not on the same level as Inside Out 2, then burn the whole studio down at that point. Because it's useless. It's fucking useless at that point. Like there's no excuses. There's no excuses. When you're still making sequels as good as Inside Out 2 is, it's like one of my favorites of the year. I have no patience anymore for it.
I think that's what really threw me off with Incredibles 2 is like it had been so long. And I remember the director was like, oh, not saying we're against the sequel, but like if we have a story to tell, then I guess we'll do a sequel. And then the story picks up right where the old one left off, and they're dealing with the same fucking problems.
The opening is all right. Like it's fun, it's good, like nostalgia boost. The problem is that from then they don't like, if any sequel needed to do a time jump, this is one.
Incredible.
Jump ahead 10, 15 years, show how the world's changed. But no, it's just Incredibles. It's Incredibles.
Also, another thing too, they didn't play up like the cool, like political nature of the first one at all in the second one.
The first one's a spy movie. The first one's a fucking spy movie for the first half of it. It's not even.
And the aesthetic of some of these heroes in the second one is so bad. Like the cool like 60s retro future aesthetic was like really cool, and they just said fuck that.
It did feel like they forgot they were in the 60s and they just fucking.
It's like, why am I watching Wreck-It Ralph?
They should have just done a time jump anyway. Yes, that dude is literally Wreck-It Ralph. Yes,
I like the design of. I like now the character sucks, but I like the design of the Screenslaver because the Screenslaver had like this weird like DIY.
Oh yeah, when like every kid went into epileptic shock in the theater. Fucking insane. What the fuck were they thinking?
Such a cool idea for a villain, and then they just.
It's cool, but like
they freaked it. But to give a rating to Toy Story 4, I enjoyed it enough. I'll give it 3 Forkies out of 5.
Hell yeah, brother! Hell yeah! That's it, baby. 3 Forkies.
One too many Forkies. Thank you for watching The Good, the Bad, and the Bruv.
Wait, we have one thing we have to do. Oh,
the poll.
The poll question. The poll question.
Oh fuck! I would have
Which
done
guy?
that in the first. But I'm so sorry.
Nah, it's all right.
We also, while you're pulling out the poll question, if you want to support the boys, go to www.goonsquadpw.com and buy some
Oh my
sick
God, put
ass
that
merch
bitch
like
up.
that. Like that awesome hat that Donut
Buy the
Cast is
merch.
wearing. It is
Buy the
absolutely
merch.
Just to do a plug real quick, I also run a podcast in the Goon Squad network.
I can't. I don't know what the
Podcast.
title of it is. What's the title of that podcast?
It's
Bojack?
Anime is Love, Anime is Life. You can get our merch also right there at goonsquadpw.com. Oh my
Hell
God.
yeah, brother. And on
I
top
was
of
gonna
that, if
say
you want
we usually do the plug stuff after the guest is gone, but like BOJACK's part of our team. We all
He's part of the
share
boys, so
same
it's like you gotta have to.
sites, we might as well. There you go.
And on top of that, if you want to support the boys in a different way financially, you can hit us up on the Patreon. baby,
Holy
where we do a lot of
Lois.
we're doing a lot of dubs. We're doing a lot of other shit. I don't know. I don't know what we do anymore.
I don't know what we're doing. I don't know what's on there. Go look at it. Y'all
George
go
Lucas.
to trying to tell us what's on the Patreon.
Yeah, BOJACK has no idea. BOJACK doesn't.
There's some
BOJAck doesn't
really cool shit
buy
on
the
there.
Patreon.
It's completely optional. There's a
It's
7-day
Thanksgiving
control if you
season.
really want to go for it.
You want to be
It's
thankful.
Thanksgiving. There's going to be some.
You want to show up to the Thanksgiving like arguments. You know, you want to show up in like good drip, right? You know what I mean?
Oh,
Yeah, man.
Yeah, brother.
Anyway,
All right.
Anyway,
Poll
let's
question.
end on the Spotify
last
poll.
week's
BOJACK,
old poll.
Every episode, because obviously you can find us on YouTube and Spotify. You can do that if you really wanted to.
yeah.
On our Spotify episodes, we like to put a little stupid little poll. The why never tells us what the fucking poll is. So let's just end with this. Oh, you fucking dickhead! All right. So the poll question was, who is the sexiest Turbo character? There were 5 options. Why are there so many? What the fuck is going on? In third place, a joint between Turbo the Snail and Worker Snail 1. No vote.
Damn.
In second place,
I'll let you get a good look at
Whiplash and Smooth Move were joint with 1 vote each. I don't know who the fuck either
Damn.
of those people are.
Smooth Move was the Snoop Dogg one.
It's this guy.
A staggering
on the far left.
win with 2 votes. The Paul Giamatti Snail.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
A landslide victory.
More like a
Who's the sexiest snail in Turbo, BOJACK?
Hey man, look, listen, look. Paul Giamatti's that guy, you know. So
Yeah.
it's like, I think the poll speaks for itself.
Son of a bitch! That's another detention.
He's gone.
He's gone. He just.
Anyway,
refused to
guys,
let him on.
this was a great episode. It's nice to finally get Bo on the show. Go on to get him on since like day one.
Bo
honestly.
on the go.
Yeah,
Bo on the
sorry,
go?
can I
Bo
just
on
say
the
that?
show?
Like, I've been wanting to get Bo and like most of the people in Good Squad on the show for a very long time. We've been doing this show for nearly a year now. So like,
We got Shane Hayes
do we
before we
call
got
it,
Bo. That's insane, bro.
our first guest was one of your
Joe Holbert.
We've had fucking Dino on. Like, it's crazy where we've gotten to. So like,
Mhm.
you know, thanks for being here, Bo.
Thank you,
Mhm.
Bo.
Shit.
Thank you, Bo.
Support the man. He's gonna put Elijah Burke in the fucking ground. It's gonna
Dead.
be a good one, baby.
Maybe not in the ground. I'll put them all in the ground though, for sure.
One
Sorry,
last
I'm not
question,
gonna
buddy.
murder anyone.
One last question. I have to ask one last question. It's about an RSVP. When are we RSVPing to beat the living piss out of Drill and Dylan Crossley? When are we doing?
Boy.
When are we doing that?
I'll let
Hold on,
the
let me
whole
crack my
squad know.
knuckles.
It's gonna be the Drill and Dylan beat down brigade. We
Fuck you, Drill and Dylan.
We gonna put them in the ground.
Fuck you.
Fuck you, Drill and Dylan. Fuck you. We saw what you did to our boy. We saw what you did to the armband. We saw what you did to the brand that we brought you into, and that's how you were. That's how you thank
what
Killing a
you
us.
promo.
Disrespect
you
us. You disrespect your brother. We're gonna find you.
I went to do a super kick to the camera, and I just kicked my microphone off the
You're a
desk.
dumbass.
Oh my god.
And it felt
If there's anything I hate
Alright.
more than Tobo, it's probably Drill and Dylan Crossley.
Yeah.
There you go.
Fuck you, alright? That's how you know. It's real. It's real.
Real raps.
All right, boys.
Real grabs. What? What's up, man?
Let's say I got one thing to say before we go, and that's
You hit me.
goodbye. And also, hey, don't forget who you are, and where you came from.
What are you doing? Why are you so quiet? With Midsommar. What's wrong with me? Where'd he go? I can't be bothered. BOJACK, hit with your favorite pose. Ah, yes, sir.
I broke my mic stand. It's over. It's over.